family. Talk to my sons, I talk to everybody, man. I'm just saying, gonna deal with this fight, see what it is. I just want y'all to know, all this stuff is quagmire. Shit is all bullcrap. I just need y'all prayers. I need y'all to, I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, neighborhood that bustin'. Giving a shout out right now to SPR in the streets. Y'all already know what it is. Slauson there. Oh yeah, and don't forget check my website out too. NipseyHustle.com, SlausonBoy.com, MySpace /Nipsey Hussle. That hustle. Big shout out to SPR, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
Play no games, we get cracking. We ball, we be shooting and passing, nigga. We stand tall like what's happening, nigga. We don't never do no lacking, nigga. What's happening, nigga? Active, don't play no games, we get cracking. We ball, we be shooting and passing, nigga. We stand tall like what's happening, nigga. We don't never do no lacking, nigga. What's happening, nigga? It ain't no I in the word team, we got us. It ain't too much, but I promise it's gonna be enough. Knock 'em down like duck hunt. Niggas know what time we on, or you a fly ass nigga? Well, it's the no fly zone. I used to care about that bitch until she did me wrong. Ain't had a nigga like me, bitch. I was your backbone. A gang of bitches in my contacts, I'm back on. Mafia alone, Mafia strong. I put the max on, we still steppin'. Mafia love to all the troops, and we still reppin'. Nigga, blame it on my roots, no question. So if you need me, I'ma pull through. And if I had to call the games, the niggas pulling up too. Riders like Infant G and Tiny MD. Big Dub, Tiny Dub, can't forget Big G. Baby G, Big Slim, always chunkin', Big Imps. Lil Mac down my bro, can't forget about him. Active, don't play no games, we get crackin'. We ball, we be shooting and passing, nigga. We stand tall like what's happening, nigga. We don't never do no lacking, nigga. What's happening, nigga? Active, don't play no games, we get crackin'. We ball, we be shooting and passing, nigga. We stand tall like what's happening, nigga. We don't never do no lacking, nigga. What's happening? I'm a man of my word, ain't going back and forth with none of you nerds. Been on them blocks, hanging out on them curves. This shit ain't new to me. Bang like Shaq in the paint. What they gonna do with me? These niggas try their hardest to rap. I do this shit with ease, raised by G's, like Rooster and Uncle Freeze. I was like 15, shooting dice on my knees off the porch. Hanging with bangers, fuck playing sports. But shit, we full court pressing, get them off the court. Stand up nigga, squabbling, I blame triggers. Gotta prove shit to none of you niggas on my soul. I'm hands on. The homies whipped him, he was in the wrong. Shoot at us, we shoot back, I call that ping pong. Mafia strong, I can't tell you when this shit gon' end. But for the moment in time being, I'm all in, shoot 10. The homies know I'm down to hang with him, bang with him, and ain't gon' change. I'm that same nigga. Active, don't play no games, we get cracking. We ball, we be shooting and passing, nigga. We stand tall like what's happening, nigga. We don't never do no lacking, nigga. What's happening, nigga? Active, don't play no games, we get cracking. We ball, we be shooting and passing, nigga. We stand tall like what's happening, nigga. We don't never do no lacking, nigga. What's happening, nigga? Yeah, that, active, nigga. Free Tiny Max, yeah, that. Double M gang. A to the A to the A. Yeah, that.
Cheetah gratitude is the attitude. Show is a blessing to be right back in the black box as we blow us a session, trying to get back to the content, consistent, continuous content creation campaign continuously. And I ran across this title, Gumby names been heating up on the internet lately. And I see it's crossed with Big U, the homie, who's down. Finding extremely ironic, similar to Suge Knight. Certain stories just didn't seem to be repeated, told, or coming out until after certain individuals were no longer free out here. I just find that ironic. not suggesting, insinuating, or accusing anyone of anything, but I just find it highly ironic that when Big U and Suge Knight was on the street, a lot of stories that we hear coming forth about these individuals, were not being reported. But I don't know if this is an old piece of content. I think it's Toxic Media that posted it. And we just gonna see what's happening. I just heard a little bit of it, and my stomach got sick because I wasn't 7 seconds in, and I heard whole no honey voice. And I wasn't seven, I don't think it was 10 total seconds, whole seconds, full seconds. And he was already doing that cheerleading slash hating agreeing. Gumby in regards to Big U in the very beginning. And I was like, damn, man, I already made the thumbnail off the title. Almost wanted to bag out when I heard him on there just basically gargling werewolves, Lizzie guzzling as he does. He was in extreme lush mode. But hey, no further ado. You know what I didn't do? I never framed this to be what I need to be. Let me do this real quick, y'all. Hold on. Y'all finna see me do some work that y'all don't usually see me do. Right? Yeah, I remember just simple stuff like this used to cause me to, oh, shit. I guess it gotta be on. Ready for me to do it. Simple things like this used to cause me to panic.
You wouldn't.
Gotta do this in order to do it. I apologize. Trying to do this on the fly at one point would cause me to get nervous, sweating. They say practice make perfect. I am in no way insinuating that I'm perfect at any of this. However, I haven't been practicing so close to perfect. And I was at one point. You dig it, guys? All right, I think that ought to do it. Bam, bam. Let's see. Let's do it like this. Let's get it.
You wouldn't believe I do function with. I'm not even talking about gang members. I'm talking about lawyers and judges and these type of people. So,
T-Rail,
you know what I'm saying? A lot of people understand something. I'm not downing Big U, his whole little situation.
No, what you said was real though.
That's what I'm saying. My whole thing is that because it's the way that I believe. You know what I'm
Just notice. You hear somebody say, I ain't down to be you. First thing out of my mouth, yeah, what you said was real. Just all on Big U nuts hating, hopping on whoever nuts that got something negative to say about Big U. Things that he would have never, ever, ever said in Big U's presence. That's why, one point, shout out Trigger Bird, shout out China Man, my partners from the Groove, right? One point that really hit home that China Man was making in their exchange is just the idea about people saying things outside of your presence that they would never say to your face. And Ho No 100 exemplifies that. He is an extreme case. He's an extreme case study. It's crazy.
You ain't lying because my homeboy.
I'm not gonna play with the game.
Very reputable from Inglewood, NHP. Very reputable dude.
He didn't. I know for a fact.
No, you're not lying.
Listen, said one thing about me. I'm not gonna lie on nobody. Even if it hurt me, I'm gonna tell the truth.
Hear me out.
He was a whole Muslim the whole time. We had a whole war with him.
A very reputable homie from Inglewood, NHP, and we share something in common. Told me. Cause I think he's a Muslim faith, but he's still NHP, right?
From Compton. See, niggas in LA, they gonna try to sugarcoat it for the coach.
Did he really tell y'all what dude and what he was from that did it? Mm-hmm. He just gave a nigga up.
Well, I think he was.
Because that could have sent y'all at them on the yard right then.
No, we was gonna get them on the yard then. But what ended up happening is the older homie who was.
Dom, you need to explain yourself, man. Why is you on here talking to this goofy goober, bro? Like, why is you explaining yourself to this absolute nobody? Anybody that's a native, local, Los Angeles, born and bred street cat that finds themselves giving Ho No Honey any attention, it has to be that you're chasing clout. There's no other outcome that you can acquire with aligning yourself with holding on honey. If you say you stumped down reputable real, see how he always refers to, oh, real reputable guys. I talk to a reputable. Do you realize nobody ever refers to him as reputable? That's crazy. Reputable is a word that this is what happens to me when I allow my environment to teach me. I learned the word reputable from the streets. Even with all the words I learned in school, I don't know how reputable skipped me in school. I learned it from the streets. And I actually put out a CD titled Reputable. It was misspelled. I had no idea until a long time down the line. I had no U in it. Uh, yeah, I just spelt it how it sounded. But I just find it crazy. Reputable. Said this and said that. But Gumby, who I considered as a reputable when he touched down in the YouTube streets, just from the things that I can gather, and I have done no research. I've only heard reports from my peripheral. And, just being a native out here, a local, I could not classify him as anything less than a reputable. But I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand. I know the word reputable. I had no idea it was coming from reputation. It's an easy connection. I just didn't get it back then. But I don't understand why a name like Gumby from such a traditional landmark neighborhood would be allowing someone like holding on honey to even grace his presence, let alone be explaining himself, trying to politic with it and speak down on someone from La La Land, the entire La La Land. Up or not, bro. This is us. South of the 110, bro. You know what I'm saying? South of the 101, I mean. Everything north of the 101 is his expertise. None of us spend our time on here trying to act like we're over attached or involved to what goes on in the San Fernando Valley. We all are vaguely aware. I spent some time out there, rest in peace, Big Payback, primarily with the Wizards, a couple of years. However, I think I've spent more time in the San Fernando streets than dude has spent in the South Central streets, and I still don't try to project myself as an expert on these San Fernando streets. Gumby, explain yourself, homie. Why you got this dude all in the group? I don't get it.
Muslim, but he was straddling the fence. And he told us then, he said, look, bro, we not finna do nothing to bro. He's all the way on that side. I straddle the fence with y'all. He's a complete Muslim. And the homie who said that proceeded to help him skip through the whole war. Never got touched.
Gotcha.
Period.
Y'all the one at him.
Of course, why wouldn't we? He one of the top dudes from over there. Why wouldn't we? But being that he was a Muslim and he's with Allah, we're not trying to go to war with Allah. This ain't even y'all business. This is Crip and blood shit. So why wouldn't Big U be in that? Why wouldn't he? No, I'm asking you. Why wouldn't he be in that? If he didn't turn Muslim, he would be a full-fledged neighborhood, right? And he would be one of the generals, and they'd be leading the way.
To even suggest that he did that out of fear is skipping a whole lot of other motivations, bro. If you think Big U is the only individual that is considered reputable, who has spent time while incarcerated trying to do better, just think about somebody going to prison and actually trying to do better. It's typically a time where you're isolated from all the vices of the world that caused you to get in a predicament that you're in. You become focused, and all the positive influences that you have ever had in your life that you once accepted, they become prominent again mentally, and you explore all ranges of your character often when you have that much time to yourself. And to think someone as, overrising as the figure as Big U, the only motivation he possibly could have had to be practicing this religion would be fear, is just a naive, unintelligent, ignorant hater suggestion. Gumby know better than that. And any man, a lot of people do grab the Bible when they get to prison and utilize that for a safety mechanism or protection. We've seen it. However, there's a lot of stumped down people who go to prison and get involved in religion and they not scared of nothing. Shout out a little football, A-Trey Gangster, Reginald Denny, notoriously known for causing chaos in that intersection. And, you know, I know Auntie F.A. act like I just be talking out my ass, but I'm aware that the football has reformed his life, given his life to Allah, and he practiced Islam. So, I mean, do that make him a buster? Is he supposed to get cracking in the war? Uh, Buster Bag Rose, the one who used to be Infant Asmo from Six Deuce East Coast. There's a legendary story I've been on for years that I never brought to the internet. I will not name anyone else, but we had a G homie in prison. It wasn't even religious. It might be religious because there was an incident where the homies had a little scuffle with another group of people. And the G homie didn't participate based on, he'd been down for years, he changed his life. And when he didn't participate, I believe it had something to do with Islam because his response was, uh, yeah, I ain't really with that black on black no more. Y'all know that. Plus, y'all handled it. Y'all didn't need my help. However, Buster Bag Rose, formerly known as Infant Asmo from 62nd Street, Neighborhood East Side, East Coast, the dude jumped in the boxing ring with my name in his mouth to put off associated with a sporting event. Anyway, it was no longer from East Coast. He allowed himself to get pumped up by another lump on demon time to go get at the G homie about him not participating in a little scuffle. He had a weapon. And he came back from where he started leaking, crying, and running with his weapon, causing the damage. But that's playing with an OG who made a decision in his life for whatever reason, religion or just reformation, that he wasn't with black on black violence at this point in his life. Buster Bag Rose called himself pushing the line, ended up leaking. Oh, my mama, better leave people alone. And if I can't, just think about Big U, bro. I know him. I've been around him. He's one of the only individuals that, stature-wise, physically remind me of my father. My father is a big dude, similar frame, similar complexion. I think he has Big U in general, beaten size, but not by much. And ain't no bullying big time. Ain't no marking him out. Ain't no scaring him. We have a natural fear as humans. Fear is healthy because it causes us to take precautions, set boundaries, and put safety first. A healthy fear, of course, is healthy, but being scared, something you signed up for, going to a religion, how boring religion is for somebody who does not have a true conviction. You know how hard it is to stick to that, to somebody who has a propensity to be mischievous, just for the fake religion. Very difficult. I just want to say that, bro. I bet you while he was practicing Islam, because that in prison, even though that's churchy or Christian, not Christian, godly or peaceful, best believe Muslims are core and they will politic, they will function. And I just couldn't imagine nobody pulling up on Big U talking about, it was a time when it seemed my G Unit contract was being delayed. And remember at one point 50 asked me, he was like, hey, you think Suge is up there in the scope causing? I said, nah, man, you better not be. Ain't no way in the world. I never signed no contract with Suge. Ain't no way in the world he could be up there. Then there came a time where 50 called me like, hey, yo, yeah, it's confirmed. Dude is up there claiming I had paperwork. And I can recall me and Puto, GIP to my nigga 3 up top, going up to the office to holler at Suge about this. And when I pulled up to the parking lot, Big U was standing in the parking lot, basically being a buffer between a group of people waiting to have meetings with Suge and Suge over in the corner on the cell phone having a pretty, what appeared to be important conversation. As I pulled up, Big U seen the look on my face. I was disturbed. Like, what's up, cuz? I'm like, cuz, man, my deal getting held up because they say cuz up at Interscope tomorrow. They got some paperwork on me, cuz. I ain't never signed no paperwork, cuz. So I'm on my later, Big U told me why he was so eager to run with this energy is because he was already mad about shit, mad as shit about something. But immediately, Big U was like, come on, cuz. He like, grabbed me like by the back of the shoulder and like started taking me toward big shit night, extremely aggressive to the point where I'm, these dudes, they like this shit like, Big U. I'm baby spider from 97th Street trying to get it together. And I know how to push my own line. I don't need no big old nigga trying to add a push on top of my push. So I had to basically push Big U back, like, nah, hold it, cuz, let me out like, I'm handling it. But the energy that Big U was intended to approach Sugar with about my business as a little homie. Del Dog used to approach me in a similar fashion about why I was on the back burner, how would I want. I remember he told me, need me to drive by that thing one time, bump that thing in the air and let me know. But yeah, I just can't imagine Big U being afraid of the activity or a man saying I'm gonna do something physical to you. Now, hey, being out here on the streets, having a problem with people, guns involved, boogeyman, sneaky, you ain't from until you all that. Hey, it might develop some fear, but you know the size of Big U, the energy he pushed with. I just can't. They painted a very, uh, what could I call it? Uh, one-dimensional picture of a picture that has so many levels and layers. It's beyond 3 or 4 dimensional. This is a simple conversation. But hey, what can you expect? Can't get blood out of the turnip. You know what I'm saying? Simple is as simple does. So, for no opportunity to classify anybody as simple, they're kind of hoping for Gumby. But you did see him go in that store and take that beverage as if he was doing something. And I know I've squandered a small fortune, but from the reports, Gumby has had more than a small fortune. So it seems like he's reached the position he is in because his thought process was simple. I mean, that's the best I could put it.
All of them. Lunatic. I just talked to Big Lunatic Frank the other day. He just called me from Vegas. I fuck with all the dudes. Listen, see, my situation ain't like everybody.
He dropping names just like, hold on, honey. Lunatic Frank. Is that a name from 60? I believe so. And I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna just pray that on the Big U wiretaps, I'm gonna pray. I've had conversations, I believe, with this individual. I could be mistaken. That's crazy how they just be dropping names like it. Why you can't get shot? At least holding 100 this time. I guess a boy from Peru thought he gonna be popping my name. Like Deco should have been told him. But anyway, he just come with the full government, not the government, the full handle of
Else situation. You know what I mean? I know these dudes personally. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna sit up and lie on nobody. You know what I mean? Why would I? You don't get a chance to drop your flag. Once you drop your flag, it's done for.
That's a fact.
And the craziest thing about it, and this is what I don't understand about all these
That's
dudes.
why you hear me say what I say. I'm not a gangbanger. But I'm from where I'm from.
That's what I'm saying. See, the whole thing about it is even with the situation with the dude that your military, just because your military service, which is the gangbanging part of our community, once that's over with, you still part of our community. You know how many dudes we got that used to bang and don't bang no more? That's still part of our community. We see them at the park with their kids. Just because you're not from where we from, just like you're not throwing up shooting at people, don't
so
mean
y'all
you're
not saying he can't be over there.
No, he definitely can't be over.
He is a very powerful figure, I'm saying, in our gang culture. And respected and feared. But at the end of the day, go did some PC shit. HOOVA. Go turn Muslim.
He put it on HOOVA. That's crazy. So, whole plot. I mean, Malcolm X went to prison and turned Muslim. Was that PC? That's crazy. He just put it on HOOVA that was PC, bro. Niggas be saying anything. That's crazy.
Dropped his flag on HOOVA. He was a crip when he went to jail, and he dropped his flag. I ain't seen nowhere on the crip application where you can drop your flag for 16, 15 years and then get out of prison and then come back and control and be the whole leader of LA. No, once you drop your flag, it's over with. Whether you turn Muslim, Christian, or whatever, and that's what he did. Big U was a Muslim his whole time in prison. I seen a blog where he said he knocked out like 30 Mexicans or whatever. Right.
Two niggas out, one right. It was a ride. It was 100. It was document 129. He knocked against 19 blacks. He knocked no 30. I got him asleep, though. Against 19 blacks. He knocked no 30. 36 niggas out on camera. I got him asleep, though. I'm a power root, my nigga. I'm just going, look, nigga, what's wrong? You had to put some bigger suit on that.
This is how hard Hold No Money used to ride Big U scrotum sack. It's crazy.
Shit, you ain't put that. We went. Let me tell you this. Listen, we went for 8 minutes. That's a long time. That's a long ride. Hold on. So when you went down 3 times, 3 people got shot. So let me paint another picture. So you talking about a nigga that's probably 32 niggas. 89 pounds like an.
Yeah, he was not there. This dude was trying to tell a story from when he was in prison. Cheerleader so riding his nuts so hard he can't even get the big. You ain't no public speaker. He ain't used to just flowing fluently with his word. He trying to put it together and get his personal experience story out. And Hold No Money ride his nuts so hard we can't even hear him.
Let me paint another picture. Dog, that's probably 80 or 90 pounds lighter, 5th-degree black belt with a street squabble. Who was with you? How many people soldiers was with you? It was only 19 blacks only got. It was 9 blacks for war with the Mexicans. How many Mexicans and whites? It was 129 Mexican whites on the yard. Damn. We got out. Niggas got out. You ain't put no fucking work in. You wasn't there. You wasn't even motherfucking right. I done been places with him. Me and him pulling up in my car. Soon as he get away from me, hey, cuz, what they tell you? Fuck you doing with cuz? Cuz be on the yard tripping. Then you hit. Yeah. Every punch you threw, every kick I threw, it was one of them. We hitting 8, 9, 10 quarters. Wait. Back arm in 300 pounds. But niggas is in that nigga roll out the bed and do 500 push-ups. Let me get this picture right, though.
Now, these are all the reasons Hold No Money waited till he was extremely far out of Big U's presence and never returning to his presence before he uttered one disrespectful word about Big U. All the you going to bed. Why? He never put that energy out toward Big U personally, mano a mano. Why is it only Clubhouse character? I don't get it. Well, I really get it, but do y'all get it?
So you mean we got that Big U, Eugene Henley, 260.
Imagine being in a parking structure, fearing for your life. You ain't seeing draws, you ain't seeing Big U, but you doing, I see you, Eugene. I see you, Eugene. Just in case anything is recording, I'm leaving this dying declaration of who is responsible for what's about to happen. I got my wife with me. I see you, Eugene. Don't do it. Don't do it, Eugene. That's crazy.
260? No, it was 230. 230 something. 230 or something, right?
See, Big U like 6'3", 6'4". 230 at 6'3", 6'4" is a specimen, bro. You could be 230, 5'10", that's different, but 6'3", 6'4", 230, young. Y'all seen some of the pictures? Cub had the curve. a whole different ball game. And y'all heard American Cholo say, the problem where the Hispanics develop with blacks is because of the BBG. Similar to how Flatham has this complex with the BBC, the BBG, the big black guy. And the U happens to be one in his generation amongst the biggest of the big black guys. Hey,
Well, now, you know what? But then you gotta mix the street fight in with that too. You gotta mix the straight, the initial takeoff. Exaggeration. They came to me the next day with the tape and showed us that, no, they came to us. It was in the hole 15 days. No, we was all on like the yard back there because it was too many of us to send to the hole. So they only took the people that went to the hole was the ones who actually had puncture wounds, injuries and shit like that. Those only ones go straight to the hole. Everybody else get locked down. Everybody on the
look, I hold on it right there trying to ride his nuts and tell the story with him, trying to prove he knows something about the prison system. It's crazy. He's so insecure.
are gonna get locked down so they can separate who else. Then they go with the FI cards. Then they go with the schismatics to see where they picked you up. How many knives was close to you? How many knives close to you? So that's how they do it. They try to freeze the yard. So when the yard first go down, we get into the first altercation with them on, and then they get the best of us on this side. So then the police come, they shoot the thing, they shooting, so they stop, the yard stop. Then they take off again. Yeah, we get back up. And then it's going again, and they start shooting again. So 1 or 2 people get shot. Now we all regrouping, everybody looking and find out. Then we going again. So then this shit go on for maybe, that's a long time, 8 minutes. 15 minutes, in between this 8 minutes of all action. Just going all out. So now by the time it's like the last wave, we got the advantage now. They seeing like really only 10 or 15 of us is going. And then by that time, niggas ain't got in the same huddle.
He was a Muslim in jail. That was the last time I seen him. I believe his name was Hannibal.
Mama, Magic from A7, cuz every time he go to jail, he turn Allah and pop right back out to voila. And he be willing and dealing while he in there. What's your name be in jail, Magic? I remember the county jail, cuz was like Hakeem or somewhere. Everybody know it. And cuz still be for dangling, be swinging, cuz. Sound like some hater speak. Oh, blah, 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 blah.
Hannibal. And he wasn't just a Muslim, he was a bean pie Muslim. Like
what is a bean pie Muslim?
A bean pie, a Malcolm X. He dropped,
like he was in the Nation of Islam?
Yes, completely. He was no longer seen as a Crip. And to illustrate that, even that fact a bit more, we had a situation to where my gang and the neighborhoods went to war. When I was in prison, and Big U, which was Hannibal at the time, he basically got a pass. The day my homeboy Straw Dog, HRP from 07, got killed in Folsom, I was in High Desert, and my celly was the homie from 11 Deuce, you know what I mean? And he had the yard, basically meaning that he was like, he had the keys, and you know what I mean? He was a little bit older than me, and he knew a lot of different, older, gang members from different gangs, and he was, fairly acquainted with, Big U, who name was Hannibal at the time. And on the day that Straw Dog XIP got killed, they called yard recall. So everybody's going back to their assigned building, and as we were going to our buildings, we getting tidbits of different information about what happened. First we heard that it was a riot in Folsom, and then we heard that a black got killed, and then we heard that it was a black on black situation. So we're waiting to go back in our buildings for yard recall, and Hannibal comes through the work exchange gate, and he's calling my big homie, and he's basically asking to speak to him. And at this time, I'm saying we in high desert, so it's one man up and one man down. And that basically means that like it's wartime. And then in prison, it's a situation to where it's probably like 30 or 40 blacks to 200 or 300 white boys and Mexicans. So if I'm asleep, you have to be up. If I gotta go take a piss, you gotta come with me. You know what I mean? So the day in question.
Now, if the beef is racially motivated, then becoming Muslim is definitely not PC, because if it's some racial you best believe the Muslims is front line. Now, if it's a gang war, I can see how you may attempt to suggest that, even though that doesn't necessarily indicate a PC move. I thought this was some newer content. I still apologize for the clickbait nature of them talking about he was finna steal that video. I just went off the title of the video. Let me tell y'all who to blame. Where we get this from? We got this from, so Top Media 3, man. They hit us with that shit clickbait title, man. This won't be the last live of the day. This was the morning live. I'm gonna try to do a noon live and then an evening live. So I may even come back sooner than noon. I just trying to save myself the time of like going to another subject and then having to separate, edit the titles into 2 different videos. I prefer to just come live like I usually do the pre-recorded content, chop it up, and if we have multiple sessions in a day, that's just what it's gonna be. Multiple sessions in a day. Y'all, in the meantime, do me a favor and be about your marathon at all costs.
Hop on the interstate and chase me a bag. Pop bottles every time that I pass. It's that mafia swag, fly crippin'. You see me drippin' all this Max sauce. Baymax, be about your money at all costs. Hop on the interstate and chase me a bag. Pop bottles every time that I pass. It's that mafia swag, fly crippin'. You see me drippin' all this Max sauce. Baymax, be about your money at all costs. I'm from the land of the crack pavement. When niggas holler stay dangerous and squabble up just like Javante Davis. Niggas haters, they on lame shit. We be on that game shit. He thought he got away. I chase him down LeBron James shit. Blood stain from the stainless, he need a paramedic. And we play ball. Everybody around me athletic, still stepping, well committed. I stand on business. Every load I jump in, that bitch tinted. Won't catch me slipping. About my money low, run me that bag. Call my bitch and say I need you. She gon' run to me fast. That mafia swag, she can't get enough. And she know I'm about my man. She let her sit and watch me add all this money up. Riders popping out the cut like roaches when the lights on. I'm just like BG with my niggas, whether right or wrong. Dead in mafia, you entering the danger zone. Tiny Max be cracking heads, you better have your helmet on. Hop on the interstate and chase me a bag. Pop bottles every time that I pass. It's that mafia swag, fly crippin'. You see me dripping all this Max sauce. Baymax, be about your money at all costs. Hop on the interstate and chase me a bag. Pop bottles every time that I pass. It's that mafia swag, fly crippin'. You see me dripping all this Max sauce. Baymax, be about your money at all costs. These niggas be hopping out of foreign whips and feeling like they run shit. The homie like Nick Cannon, he a fool with them drumsticks. Serve him and they done with. Have all of them niggas hit. Some heavy in my Baymax sweater. You see the gun print. Yeah, got me bent behind tent, but I'm low key, give a fuck about the busters. The real niggas fuck with me, I move solo. 2 pro clubs over polo. You won't catch me in none of you niggas photos. Y'all too friendly. Hopping out, spilling my Remy, smoking on good pressure. Always in a different low. Gotta keep these niggas guessing. Firearms in my possession. Steady counting my blessings. Believe in God and believe in this weapon. And try not to do too much stressing. Ain't seen my daughter in months. And when we FaceTime, I shed tears, I can't help it. And still connected in these streets just like Wi-Fi. Chucking up the set for death though. We gon' rip ride. Hop on the interstate and chase me a bag. Pop bottles every time that I pass. It's that mafia swag, fly crippin'. You see me dripping all this Max sauce. Baymax, Be about your money at all costs. Hop on the interstate and chase me a bag. Pop bottles every time that I pass. It's that mafia swag, fly crippin'. You see me dripping all this Mac sauce. They Mac. Be about your money at all costs.
Let me get you on camera. Where you from?
California.
Oh, for real. Leave it on. Serious though.
Watch, baby.
I know where you from though. Where you from?
Eastside PJ Watts.
I'm from Grace 2 Rock, nigga.
Right.
They call you, homie?
Big Slice.
Big Slice?
Yes, yes.
Alright, nigga. They call me Puto, cuz.
Right.
Wasn't that hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.